imperative of the four mainstays. Some people believe that we have no choice and that humans are struggling animals, originally flawed and endowed with tension and conflict. This is complete ignorance of the actual human condition. The reality is that we only suffer from internalized oppression, wherein we are educated to believe we are disempowered and constantly in some kind of need of internal correction and conflict and need for help. Internalized oppression is the result of lack of education about open intelligence's beneficial potency. Internalized oppression would not exist without the real external oppression that forms the social climate in which we exist, a climate in which open intelligence is generally ignored or totally misunderstood and misused. Once oppression has been internalized, little force is needed for us to submit to it. We harbor inside ourselves a wide variety of data streams, pain and memories, fear and confusion, negative self-images and low expectations, turning them into weapons with which to harm ourselves and others every moment of our lives without even knowing it. Education of innate open intelligence overcomes and outshines internalized oppression completely. Open intelligence is the remedy for internalized oppression of all kinds. Human society has internalized the oppressive forces of highly codified ideologies and pedagogies that infiltrate every level of society, including the human brain, which is now largely running the equivalent of a software program that tells many they are disempowered and can only live by what they have been taught to think and do or not do. The four mainstays of balanced view give the exact skillful means and insight to overcome internalized oppression, providing a lifestyle education for ending internalized oppression once and for all. Through the four mainstays, the mind of the profound meaning writing this text is empowered within each individual, allowing the ground for our speech, body, qualities, and activities to be opened up to our actual strengths, gifts, and talents. This is the true meaning of reality and human nature. Current mind programs don't work. The mind program of education most humans are running is the equivalent of trying to ride a bicycle to the moon. Each one is weighted with a lot of cultural baggage, which has infiltrated all of our institutions and disempowered our global organizing power for change. Conversations, communities, and movements get weighted down with data streams, argument, conflict, and competition. We as human beings have worked hard with little result in terms of the nature of our mind due to the education of institutions which provide for learning of all kinds, such as early education through age 18 and then in colleges and universities. Another example of learning what our own human nature is comes from the field of medicine and its strict diagnostic and statistical tools, which place people within broad categories wherein the individual's needs are most often not seen or heard. Institutions, organizations, and corporations of all kinds, legal, educational, family, community, politics, healthcare, science, technology, no matter where we look, we find a group of people waiting for empowerment. We as human beings have put these many kinds of institutions and ruling ideas together, and we can change them as well. However, we need the simple, bold structure of the four mainstays to globally organize at the community level in order to potently change human culture at the grassroots.